In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make Neumorphic UI buttons in Figma. We're creating that soft tactile look where the button seems to rise gently from the surface. And the key is subtlety and matching colors. First, open your design in Figma. If you are starting from scratch, that's perfect. Create a new frame to serve as your canvas, and set the frame's background to a light gray. Aim for a neutral, desaturated gray so the shadows and highlights will read clearly without looking harsh. Next, draw the button. Select the rectangle tool by pressing R and create your shape. Set its fill color to match the frame's background. Exactly. This is crucial. The illusion comes from lighting, not from the button having a different base color. When the button and background share the same color, the shadows do all the work. Soften the shape by rounding the corners. Increase the corner radius to at least 20 pixels or higher if your button is larger. The rounder the corners, the more that signature soft molded look comes through. Now add the bottom right shadow to create the sense of extrusion. With the button selected, open the right-hand panel, go to Effects, and choose Drop Shadow. Set X to 8, Y to 8, and blur to around 16. Pick a color that's just a bit darker than your background. A gentle dark gray or a muted blue-gray works well. Keep the opacity subtle so it feels natural. You want a cushion of shade, not a hard outline. Add the top left highlight as a second drop shadow. Click the plus icon to add another shadow. Set X to -8 and Y to -8. With a blur of about 16 again and change the color to pure white. Soften its opacity too, so it reads like light catching the edge rather than a bright glow. Together, these two shadows, darker bottom, right and lighter top left, create that raised, pillowy effect. Finally, add your content. Place text or an icon on top of the button. Choose a color that contrasts gently with the background, like a medium or dark gray instead of pure black, to maintain the soft aesthetic. Center your content and adjust size and weight so it's legible without overpowering the subtle shadows beneath. Keep the text or icon without extra shadows. Let the button's lighting do the talking. If the effect looks too strong or too faint, nudge the shadow offsets, blur, or opacities slightly until it feels balanced. And remember, if you change the background color later, update the button fill to match exactly. That's it. Thanks for watching.